Hello, my friend. I'm Aimee Esther, and I have multiple chronic illnesses, which means I have a lot of extra pain and fatigue, and it makes keeping my house clean and tidy and organized very difficult. So I have a whole cleaning series. I will link the playlist down below. And in today's video, I want to share with you 10 tips on how you can organize and declutter your house. And as I go through all of these tips, I'm actually going to be going through my entire house and organizing and decluttering all of it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the tips, and then I'm going to have a follow-up series where I go through each space in my house and you can go through it with me and we will organize and declutter and clean together. The first thing I recommend doing is making a list of all the places you want to organize. Now, this can seem overwhelming because for me, it's like I want to organize every part of my house and every drawer and cabinet and closet. I want to do all of it. And so what I do to make it not so overwhelming is I separate it into zones. You may have heard me talk about zones in my cleaning daily routine video, but I separate my house into zones, as in my bedroom, I have my kids zone, my kids' rooms. I am separating into closets and bathroom as their own zone, the kitchen zone, and then I go through each zone and I make a list of all the things I want to do. And I make them very small tasks so that it's not overwhelming to do one task. I like to take it one thing at a time, one thing a day even on my list. I don't have to do the whole kitchen in one day or one sitting. It can be little by little. So take it one thing a day and you will get through your whole house. Rather than trying to do everything all at once and exhausting yourself, what if we just did a little bit every day? Okay, number 3 tip is to still do your daily must-dos before you declutter. So we are going to take it one little thing at a time. We're not going to do all of it at once. Unless you're up for that challenge, you go. But I am not going to do it all at once. And so I like to still do my daily things, my daily cleaning routine before I then go in and do my decluttering. Number 4 is a different tip than many people say, at least things that I've watched on decluttering, organizing videos, which is declutter, organize, and clean all at the same time. All of those things are different, right? We can declutter, we can go through our stuff and donate things that we don't need, and we can go through everything in our house and donate, or we could go through and organize spaces, or we could go in and clean surfaces, right? All of those are different. And a lot of times I hear like, oh, just go declutter. Don't worry about organizing. Don't worry about cleaning. But I find that while I'm in the zone, I do much better. I'm already in this drawer. Why not, while I've taken everything out, clean it out, take out the things that I don't need anymore that I can donate to someone else, or the actual garbage that I can throw away. Let's separate those out while we organize, while we're cleaning. Let's do it all at once because I just find it so much easier. And for me, it's instead of doing the whole house all in one day, it's take it one tiny step at a time. So we're still taking those small bites, but we're completely finishing an area before we move on to the next one. But that does not mean we completely finish our kitchen. We might just finish one single drawer. Number 5, have a traveling donation and garbage bin that you can just bring around as you go throughout your different areas of organizing and cleaning and decluttering. So take those along with you so that when you find something you want to donate, it's not a thing you have to second guess. You can just donate it, get rid of it. I'm a big fan of living more minimally. I should say more intentionally. I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, but I definitely love getting rid of stuff I don't need and only keeping stuff that I absolutely love. And so if it's a question to me, it goes in the donation bin. It's gone. I don't need it anymore. Number 6 is to create systems that work for you. And when I do this, I like to go through and see what's not working and figure out why is that not working. I always am going through closets and pantries and spaces in my house and reorganizing things that I have done before because I'm always trying to find a system that works. And once I find a system that works, it makes it easier to keep it clean, keep it organized, and stay like that. But if it's not staying organized and clean and tidy, then it's not working for me. So I need to figure something else out. I found that we would always just leave our clothes out, me and my husband. We'd leave them on the bathroom floor instead of taking them and putting them in the closet where we kept our laundry hamper. And it seemed like that made the most sense to keep the laundry hamper in our master closet And yet we kept leaving our clothes on the floor. And I was like, this system is not working. And so what I like to do is take the things that I'm naturally going to do and try to work those into a system. So I'm naturally leaving my clothes on the bathroom floor. Then how can I make that into a system that works? Instead of trying to retrain my brain to always take my clothes to my closet, well, my brain is already on this cycle of leaving them on the floor. What if instead I empty out all the lower cabinets in my bathroom? And then instead of throwing them on the floor, I only have to do one extra thing, which is open a cabinet door and I throw them inside. And because we were already used to doing that, that system works for us and we no longer leave our clothes on the floor. And bonus tip here is that you do not need it to look tidy inside the bin or the box or the cabinet. It just needs to have a home. Set yourself up stations where you have a place for everything and everything has its place. That does not mean everything looks like the home edit and everything is perfectly laid out and color coded and beautiful. No, it just needs a home. Okay, so for me to make my systems work, I hated folding clothes. I hated doing laundry. And so now I use bins for all of my clothes and I just throw them in. I don't fold them. I don't make them look nice. I don't color code them. I just throw them in. And then when I put them in the cube unit, like you can see right behind me right here, these are all my clothes in these little bins. And when I put them in there, it looks nice and tidy. But if you open up one of those, it's going to look like a mess to you because there's just all these t-shirts thrown in there. But to me, it's like an organized mess. It's organized chaos. And so I have a system that works for me. Everything has a place, but it doesn't have to look perfect inside its place. Okay, number 9 is to get your family to help you or your roommate or if you live with someone else. Obviously, if you live alone, it can be a little bit harder, but if you live with someone else, get them to help you. So like for my husband, he has a crazy array of tools. And so I said, I need you to just organize your tools. And he takes care of that part. And then with my kids, I make our system so easy that they can help me. I have a video on keeping a house clean with kids. I will link that down below. You can go watch that one for all the details. And number 10 tip I have for you for cleaning and organizing your entire house is to save the big things for last. I like to think about this like Dave Ramsey's debt snowball. What he says, if you've never listened to Dave Ramsey, it's amazing if you need financial advice. But he says if you have a lot of debt, write out all your debt, figure out where it all is, and then start with your lowest bill and work that one off first because it helps you be able to keep going. If you are able to pay off $1,000, that's going to be a lot easier than paying off $10,000. And so it's going to help you find success early on so that you're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to snowball and keep going and get that $5,000 credit card paid off and that $10,000 one. So start with that one junk drawer in your kitchen. Only that. Don't touch anything else. Start with that small space and then work your way up. And then you'll start to get the momentum and you'll start to see the progress and see these beautiful organized systems that you've created in these small spaces, and you're going to want to do more. You're going to be motivated to do more. So my friend, those are my 10 tips to organizing and decluttering your entire house. It sounds overwhelming. Take it one step at a time and you can do it. Now, if you need some more motivation, we are going to be going through my house over the next little bit. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those videos. We're going to go through the kitchen, the living room, the closets, all of the spaces in my house and get them organized, decluttered, and clean. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.